Hello, my dear students of BSc first semester. So today our topic is damped electrical oscillator. So in the previous lecture we have done damped mechanical oscillator, then three types of damping: over damping, under damping, clear, and critical damping. So this is the same like that, only the components are different. In case of mechanical oscillator we have mass and inertia, and in electrical oscillator we have inductance and capacitance components. So we know that this is voltage across inductor, and we have also studied it in electrical oscillator. L di upon dt, derivative of I with respect to t, along across a capacitor, that is Q over C. And here, what is in the case of mechanical oscillator, the damping force is, what is the damping force? That is damping force is equal to R dx over dt. Damping force Fd is equal to R dx over dt. But here the damping factor is due to R, resistor, because resistance is that which opposes the flow of current, here opposes the motion. So here the damping term is, that is equal to I into R. Here that is the, you can also say the voltage across resistance VR is equal to I into R. So when we add these all, we get this, and divide the whole by L, When we divide the whole by L, yes, by L, this is L, this is R by L. Yeah. Now I is equal to, we know I is equal to derivative of Q with respect to T. Yeah. So when I is equal to derivative of Q with respect to T, we have double derivative of Q with respect to T plus 1 over LC into Q plus R over L into dQ by dt, that is equal to 0. Yes. And 1 over LC, you know that 1 over LC, that is equal to omega naught square, the angular frequency for a undamped electrical oscillator. We have also done in the last videos. So we can write here omega naught square Q, omega naught square Q. And what about R over T, L? This is new term for us, R over L. You know R over 2m, that is equal to B. We have, that is a damping factor that we have taken in the damped mechanical oscillator. Here is capital R is the resistance, L is the inductance. So R over L, that is, yaad rakhna bache, R over L, that is equal to 2B here. That is equal to 2B. That is the damping constant. Clear? So this is also put here. That is equal to 2B. So now this is the differential equation for a damped electrical oscillator. So which equation? Double derivative of Q with respect to T square. Compare this equation with the equation of damped electrical oscillator. You can compare this equation with that. Here instead of X, here is Q. Here 2B, omega naught square. 2B is equal to capital R by, right here 2B is equal to capital R by L, and omega naught square, that is equal to 1 over LC. In mechanical oscillator this is small r by M, and this is equal to S by M. Clear? And instead of Q, in mechanical oscillator we have X. So the rest of the procedure is same like that. Like that. Here is Q only. So when you put, now this we take the solution of this equation. Q is equal to Q naught, or you can say A e raised to power alpha t, and put all same process and put these, taking first derivative, second derivative, and put in this equation. Here you get the roots, the values of alpha, and by putting the values of alpha in the same, you can watch the video of damped mechanical oscillator. I gave the link in the description box, damped mechanical oscillator. So same process, after putting all the values we get the solution of the final solution for this, that is equal to Q is equal to, here is now Q is equal to e raised to power minus bt constant, same in a bracket a1 e raised to power b square minus omega naught square t plus a2 e raised to power minus b square minus omega naught square t bracket closed. Same equation. So here is Q in mechanical oscillator. I am repeating again and again. In mechanical oscillator, here is X. But in this, here is Q. Clear? Rest B, here is R by 2L. In that, small r by 2M. And omega naught 1 by LC. Rest 1 over LC, and in that case, that is equal to S by M. Clear? Now the same three cases arises. I summarized in a easy way, and in a three cases arises. One is over damping. First is over damping. Yes, in the case of over damping, you know that the damping factor is more than b square is more than omega naught square, or damping factor is greater than 1, or you can say b square over omega naught square, that is a damping factor that is greater than 1. Okay? Very greater than 1. Okay? If this is greater than 1, then this equation is as it is. This equation is as it is, and we take the solution of this equation as e raised to power minus bt. E raised to power, this term, you can write cos hyperbolic theta plus sin hyperbolic theta. So this is cos of under root b square minus omega naught square into t plus sin hyperbolic beta square minus omega naught square into t plus a2 cos hyperbolic beta square minus omega naught square t minus sin hyperbolic beta square minus omega naught square t. Clear? And in the solution of this equation, we have hyperbolic functions, and they are not periodic functions, so the motion is non-oscillatory in the case of over damping. Yeah? In the case of over damping, the damping factor is greater than 1, so we have in the solution hyperbolic functions, so the motion is non-oscillatory. So this is over damping. Yeah? Then is the critical damping. Then the second is the critical damping. In the case of critical damping, what is the damping factor is equal to 1. If the damping factor is equal to 1, then what does it mean? That b square is approximate equal to omega naught square, or damping factor, that is b square over omega naught square, that is approximate equal to 1. That is approximate equal to 1. When you put these values in this equation, what you get? E raised to power 0. Here is also e raised to power 0. When e raised to power 0 is 1, so you get q is equal to, instead of x, here is q. Q is equal to e raised to power minus bt a1 plus a2. A1 plus a2, and a1 is also a constant and a2 is also a constant, and constant plus constant is also a constant. You can write it a e raised to power minus bt. So in this we have the q, the charge decreases exponentially with respect to time. And in the differential equation, the solution of differential equation must have two constants, but here is only one. So you can take another assumption here that b square is not exactly equal to omega naught square. It is slightly, little bit more than omega naught square. If b square is slightly more than omega naught square, then we can take the small difference as delta. So b square minus omega naught square, that is approximate equal to delta. Delta is a small change, means b square is slightly greater than, little bit greater than omega naught square. When you put here b square minus omega naught square, under root is also equal to delta, you can say, or this is equal to, q is equal to e raised to power minus bt, yes, a1 e raised to power delta t plus e raised to power minus delta. In some books there is delta is like this. So e raised to power x plus e raised to power minus x, that is equal to 1 plus x or 1 minus x. So you can write here q is, this is the second case, q is equal to e raised to power minus bt a1 1 plus delta t. In the mechanical oscillator we take delta as like this, so you can take like this, delta t plus A2 1 minus delta t. Okay, so 1 here is also 1, so you can take common, so e raised to power minus bt, that a1 plus a2 plus delta t, taking common a1 minus a2. So this is the, and a1 plus a2 is a, and a1 minus a2 you can take b. So the solution is like this. The solution you can write. This is same like mechanical. The only difference is here is q, e raised to power minus bt, a1 plus a2 a plus b delta t. So this is the solution. So from this solution you can say that the charge decreases exponentially with respect to t, and it comes to the oscillator, comes to the equilibrium position in a lesser time than a over damping. In a over damping, the oscillator comes to the equilibrium position in a large time, but in the case of critical damping, it comes into equilibrium position in a lesser time than a over damping. Yeah? And third is the that is very important, that is under damping, or you can say light damping, This is very important because in the light damping case, the motion of the oscillator is oscillatory motion. So third case, that is light damping, or you can say under damping. So in under damping, the damping factor is less than 1. Damping factor means b square is less than omega naught square, or you can say b square over omega naught square, that is less than 1. This is under damping or damping factor. Clear? Now when b square is less than omega naught square, but here b square is less than omega naught square, here b is in front and omega naught square in the next. So you can write here b square minus omega naught square, taking minus common, so minus b square plus omega naught square, or you can say this is equal to omega naught square minus b square, and the minus is outside. Okay, now this is in under root, you can take under root of this, and under root of this, and minus omega square plus b square under root. Here same term only. Minus 1 under root is iota, so you can put minus, this is minus, so minus into 1 you can write, so this is equal to iota, minus 1 under root, that is equal to iota of omega naught square minus b square, and this is equal to omega naught dash. You can take this omega naught square minus b square, you can take omega naught dash. Clear? So put the values of omega naught dash in this equation. What you get in the case of light damping, Q is equal to e raised to power minus bt, a1 e raised to power omega naught dash t with iota plus a2 e raised to power minus iota omega naught dash t. So this is Q, where what is omega naught dash? Right here, omega naught dash, that is equal to omega naught square minus b square under root. Okay? So e raised to power iota x, that is equal to cos theta plus iota sin theta, e raised to power minus iota x, that is equal to cos theta minus iota sin theta. So e raised to power minus bt a1 cos of omega naught dash t plus iota sin of omega naught, then you can say cis theta, plus a2 cos of omega naught dash t minus sin of omega naught dash t with iota. And in the same way as in the case of damped mechanical oscillator, you can take the factors of cos omega naught dash t common. So when you take the factors common, what you get, that is equal to a1 plus a2 cos of omega naught dash t plus iota sine of omega naught dash t common a1 minus a2. Here iota sine term this common, and a1 plus a2 you can take it another constant. Now you can put here a1 plus a2 is constant terms, a1 minus a2 is also constant terms. So I rub this and here I write, you can put a1 plus a2 that is equal to a1 plus a2 that is equal to cos or sin जो कुछ मर्जी put कर लो, that is equal to a cos of phi, and similarly a1 minus a2 you can put a sin phi, iota, and when you divide these you get tan phi, and when you square and add you get a, the value of a. Clear? So when you put these values here, put a1 plus a2 instead of a1 plus a2 you put a cos phi. So here I put a cos phi, a cos of phi, and in case of this a1 minus a2 iota, I put a sin phi. So this is a is common, we can take outside, cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. This is equal to cos a minus b. So you can write here the final solution, that is q is equal to a common, a outside, a e raised to power minus bt, clear, cos of omega naught dash t minus phi. So this is our final solution for damped electrical oscillator. Here in the mechanical case, here is x. Clear? Now this is the final solution, and this is like cos term. So cos term is cos and sine. Functions are periodic functions, so motion is little bit periodic and also oscillatory motion. Also, it's in the case of under damping, the oscillator oscillating, and with oscillating with frequency omega naught dash, and omega naught dash that is equal to under root of omega naught square minus b square. Same value, but the value of omega naught in the case of electrical oscillator square is s, so not s over m. This is equal to 1 over LC, and b that is equal to r by 2l. R square, r is the resistance, l is the inductance. R square over 4l square. So this is omega naught dash. You can find out also from this is angular frequency. If you want to find out the simple frequency, you can write here 2 pi f naught dash. Clear? So 1 over 2 pi l. And the graphs, in this case, the graph is between q and t. In x-axis q, in x-axis t, and in y-axis here is q. Q is a charge, and the graph is like this. The motion is oscillatory, but amplitude decreases with the passage of time, but produces oscillations. In the case of this light damping, and the graphs of over damping and critical damping are same like in a mechanical oscillator, but right on the y-axis q. So what is the difference between these two oscillators? That in mechanical oscillator we have inertia and elasticity, means we have M and S, and in the case of electrical oscillator we have L and C, and in the case of mechanical oscillator undamped we have omega naught square is equal to, in the case of mechanical, S over M, and in this case 1 over LC, and in damped oscillator the one term that is different, new, that is B, that is a damping factor, a damping constant you can say. B is equal to capital R by 2L in the case of electrical oscillator, and in the case of mechanical oscillator you have 2B is equal to R by M. So, and these are the difference in frequencies. When you put the values in the case of mechanical oscillator, you have omega naught dash is equal to under root S over M minus R square over 4M square. So this is all about the damped electrical oscillator. Thank you.